Hi everyone, I'm Naomi. Welcome to your YogaBeamz Adventure. Let's begin by sitting down with our legs crossed if that's comfortable for you. When we're on our adventure, see if you can copy what I do. But don't worry if you don't do it exactly the same as me. That doesn't matter. So to begin with, we're trying to sit with our legs crossed and we're having a happy back. A happy back is where you sit up nice and tall. When you've got a happy back, your lungs have got lots of room, you're using your tummy muscles and your back muscles, and it's really good to help your lungs to grow big and strong. We're going to begin by saying a positive affirmation. That's where we say good things about ourselves, and it also helps us to feel really good about ourselves. So I'll say it first, and then you can repeat it after me. I am happy. Well done. I am clever. I am kind. I am confident. I am amazing. That's super. Now, I've got my singing bowl with me today. Shall we see if we can listen to it? We're going to be using our ears to listen really carefully. Are we ready? I'm going to have a fizzy arm. Oh my goodness! It really tickles your skin when it touches your skin. Let's pop the singing bowl just there. All right, so we've done our positive affirmation. We've listened to the singing bowl. Let's see if we can do the bird breath. The bird breath is a really good breathing technique to help you feel quiet and calm inside. So put your beautiful wings on the floor. Imagine your arms have changed into the most beautifulest wings you've ever seen. Breathe in through your nose, have a happy back. And breathe out through your nose, but keep your happy back. Well done. We try not to have a sad back when we're doing this. Keep a nice happy back. Big breath in, big breath out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. That's it. We're ready to go on our adventure. Don't forget to see if you can copy what I do. Now, a long, long time ago in Egypt, it was a beautiful day and Miriam and Aaron were outside. They stretch up as high as you can, lean back a little bit and they say, hello sunshine. See if you can bend down, touch the floor. You can bend your knees if you want to. We say, hello earth. Now Miriam and Aaron had a big responsibility today. They were looking after the donkeys. But before they did, they loved the trees. The ones with big branches were especially good for climbing. The ones with little branches were okay, but you had to be careful because the branches weren't very strong. Miriam and Aaron used to climb the trees. They'd get right to the tops of the trees and they'd pick the berries and eat them for their lunch. Then they'd climb back down out of the tree and they'd jump off the last bit. Oh! That's it. Now, the donkeys were waiting very patiently. They fed the donkeys and the donkeys ate some food. Eat-aw, eat-aw. And then they'd start and take the donkeys for a little bit of exercise. They'd have to walk them all the way home. This was good for the donkeys. They liked to help the family. As they walked home, they had to go over a great big plank. This plank was very rickety, although it was really big, so they had to be careful. They didn't want the donkey's hooves to get stuck in it. And then they'd also have to go over a bridge. Some of the bridges were really big across the River Nile. They had to be really careful with those though. And then, something that the donkeys were really worried about were the snakes. Now there were lots of snakes around. One snake lifted his head right next to the donkey. But when it saw the donkey, it curled up in a ball. It didn't want to get squashed by the donkey. Now today was a very special day. Miriam and Aaron were really excited. Their mummy was about to have a baby. Come on, they couldn't wait any longer. So they ran and 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 they ran. And they ran and they ran and they ran and they ran until they got all the way back to their house. When they got back to their house, they couldn't wait any longer. They opened the door, closed the door behind them. When they went inside, wow, there was their mummy. Can you hold on to your leg like this? She was holding the baby. She was gently rocking the baby like this. Oh, wow, Mummy's had a baby. They were so excited they went over to Mummy. Mummy, Mummy, why do you look so sad? Mummy gave the baby a kiss. It's a baby boy. Huh? What's wrong with a baby boy? Said Miriam. Miriam and all the rest of the family had a go at holding the baby, gently rocking the baby. Miriam's mummy explained, oh dear, the Pharaoh in Egypt, the ruler in Egypt, he thinks there's too many Israelites in Egypt, and he said that all the baby boys are going to be taken away. This baby boy is going to be taken away by the gods. Oh no, said Miriam. She gave her baby brother a kiss and gently put him down. What are we going to do? We mustn't let Pharaoh and his gods take our baby brother. I know, said Miriam's mummy. So she had a plan. The first thing she did was whenever she heard a sound, she hid the baby under a chair. We mustn't let anyone find the baby, it's our secret. They hid the baby under the chair. They hid the baby under the bed. And they did this for 3 months. They even hid the baby in the drawers. But then, the baby got too big to hide. Oh no, said Miriam's mummy. We're going to have to make a basket. Miriam and her mummy made a basket. They made this basket, they weaved it, and then they had to cover it in tar so that it was waterproof. The basket was going to be a safe place for the baby. They picked up some tar and they covered the basket with the tar. We're going to have to put the baby in the basket. It's got to be safe and it's got to be waterproof. And then we're going to have to take the baby down to the river. We can't let the guards take the baby. We'll hide the baby amongst the bulrushes and the reeds in the river. Hopefully someone will find the baby and take care of the baby. Ugh. It was completely covered with tar. They knew that it would be waterproof and the baby would be safe inside the basket. They picked up the baby very, very carefully and they had to put the baby in the basket. All of the family said goodbye to the baby. They were really, really sad. Miriam and her mummy said, come on, we've got to take the baby down to the river. They opened the door slowly. They closed the door behind them. They had the baby. Bend down, see if you can keep your legs straight and your bottom sticking up in the air. They picked up the baby and they tiptoed out of the door. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. There was a guard! Quickly, hide! They had to hide behind a rock. A guard was there. If the guard saw the baby, they would take the baby away. They hid behind a rock. Oh no, baby, please don't make a sound. Please be really quiet. You mustn't let the guard know that you're here. With their hands on the floor, behind the rock, they lifted up their head to have a look to see if the guard had gone. No, he's still there. Hide, hide, hide. Oh dear, please don't make a sound, baby. Please go away, guard. Please go away. They slowly lifted up their head again. Huh? They couldn't see the guard. I wonder if he's behind us. Turn your head and look over one shoulder. Huh? No, he's not there. Have a look over the other shoulder. Oh, no. Oh, I wonder if... Oh, he's there. He's there. He's still there. He's still there. Miriam noticed him. Mummy, shh, don't make a sound. Oh, please don't make a sound, baby. Then they heard him marching away. They lifted up their head, had a look behind the rock. Oh, phew! The guard had gone. Come on, we've got to go down to the river. We've got to put the baby safely amongst the reeds. They went across a bridge to the safer side of the river where there was lots of reeds and bulrushes. This will be the best place for the baby. They got the baby and they slowly put it down into the river very, very, very carefully. Mummy went back to the house. Miriam said, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to watch out to see what happens. As the basket floated down the river, Miriam would tiptoe at the side of the river, watching it in the distance. She wanted to make sure that everything was safe with the baby. Meanwhile, further down the river was Pharaoh's palace. Pharaoh's daughter was coming down to the river. She wanted to have a bath. In the river, she was going to get nice and clean. She had her maid with her. She climbed down the steps into the river and started to have a wash. She was splashy, 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 splash, and splash and splash and splash and splash. She was splashing in the water. Miriam froze. She didn't want them to see her, but she could see what was happening. The water, the princess, when she was having a bath, splashing, she was making lots of waves. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh no, Miriam couldn't believe it. The basket looked like it was about to tip over. But just as it was about to tip over, the Pharaoh's daughter, the princess, froze. She ran out of the water to her maid. Excuse me, maid, I need you to get in the water. There's something in the water over there by the reeds. Can you go and get it? The maid said, oh no, what if there's jellyfish in the water? Pharaoh's daughter said, there aren't jellyfish in the River Nile. What about if there's a shark in the water? The princess said, you won't be coming across a shark. What about if there's crabs in the water that go this way and that go that way, and they might want to try and nip my toes with their claws? Or what about if there's a whale in the River Nile with his great big water fountain that goes and again. The princess said to her maid, you listen to me. You might find a turtle, river turtles in the River Nile. You might find river snakes in the River Nile. You might even find, are you ready? Crocodiles in the River Nile. Snap, snap. But I'm still asking you to go in the river and fetch that that's in the river. I don't know what it is. Oh, okay, said the maid. I'll go and fetch it. She gently tiptoed into the water. Oh, I hope I don't see a crocodile. I hope I don't see any snakes. She bent down and she picked up the basket. Oh, it's a baby! She marched out to the river as quickly as she could. She put the basket down in front of the princess. Oh my goodness! It's an Israelite baby, said Pharaoh's daughter. I can't believe it. She picked up the baby and started to rock it gently. I can't believe there's a baby amongst the bulrushes. Oh, I want to keep this child. I want to bring it up as my own. She gave it a kiss and gently put it down. But then the baby began to cry. She picked the baby up, see if you can hold on to your other leg, and started rocking it again. But the baby was crying and crying and crying. Oh dear, Pharaoh's daughter said the baby needs feeding and I can't feed the baby, but I want to keep the baby and bring it up as my own. I'm going to call him Moses. Oh wow, that's a lovely name. What am I to do? She said. Slowly the princess put the baby down. Now Miriam was watching all this time. She was standing behind a tree with huge branches. They were waving and moving in the breeze. I've got to do it, she thought. I'm going to have to go and tell the princess. I've got to do it, I've got to do it. She did the ha breath to give her some more energy. Breathe in through your nose. Then you go ha. That's it, do it again, big breath in. Ha. Miriam could feel that she was getting more energy. I'm going to ask the princess. Breathe in again. That's it. She was full of energy. I'm ready. I'm going to ask the princess. She tiptoed down, and then she stood in front of the princess, really tall and strong. Excuse me, princess, would you like me to find an Israelite woman that can help take care of your baby, can help feed your baby? Yes, please, said the Pharaoh's daughter. Go and get her. Miriam couldn't believe it. She ran. She ran and she ran and she ran. And she ran all the way home. Mummy, you'll never guess what. You'll never guess what's happened. The Pharaoh's daughter, the princess, she found the basket, she found the baby, she's called him Moses. And she wants to bring him up as her own child. But she needs you to help look after him because she can't feed him. Oh, wow. Miriam's mummy gave her a great big hug. I can't believe it. God has protected Moses. He's got a very special job to do, and I get to help to bring him up and take care of him. Swap over your arms. Miriam gave her mummy a big hug, and you know what? Miriam and her family were able to look after Moses until he was big enough to go and live in the palace with the Pharaoh and the Pharaoh's daughter. He grew and he grew and he grew. Wow, well done everyone. That's the story about baby Moses. Now it's time for us to have a rest because you've worked so hard. So let's see if we can do some relaxing, and we're going to do some belly breathing. Now, a good way to do our relaxing is if we can lie down on our backs like this, let our feet be floppy out to the side and our arms nice and floppy on the floor. See if you can breathe in and out through your nose. When we do our belly breathing, we're trying to get the air in through our nose and see if we can feel it going all the way down to our belly button. And then we breathe out nice and slowly, in nice and slowly. Okay, so breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose, and see if you can close your eyes. Imagine you're resting on a beautiful beach with sunshine, and you can hear the water in the distance. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your nose. Imagine your body is really floppy as you're laying on the sand and enjoying the sunshine on your body. See if you can hear the water in the distance. You might be able to hear the birds. Wow. Breathe slowly, breathe deeply, breathe in and out through your nose. Close your eyes really gently. Oh my goodness, you're doing your belly breathing. Now, belly breathing is a really good thing to do. You can do it when you're laying in bed, especially if you're struggling to go to sleep. You can do it when you're sitting at your desk at school. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose nice and slowly, and everything starts to feel calm and relaxed. Well done. Slowly come to sitting up. Now, if you have some spare time at home, you can do your belly breathing whenever you want to, and you can do it for a little bit longer. You can do it laying down or sitting down. You can even do it standing up. Let's listen to our singing bowl again. Listening ears. Now we're going to finish by saying our positive affirmation. I'll say it first and then you say it. I am clever. I am confident. I am happy. I am kind. I am calm and relaxed. Well done. Thank you for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.